In today's show, Bitcoin risks lowest weekly close in 2 months, but Bitcoin buyers stock up at 53,000. I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis, and as on-chain analyst Willy Woo shares here, this one is called Whales, BTFD, and as Rec Capital shares, here's Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, now dipping below the green demand area. Bitcoin could still easily weekly close above the green box bottom, 55,800, which would require Bitcoin to confirm a break back into its wedge in structure, weekly close around the corner. And as the CEO of Celsius Network, Alex Mashinsky, shares here, I bought almost 10 million worth of Bitcoin and ETH at the current levels to add to my positions. We may see a retest of 53,000 for Bitcoin and 4K for ETH, but these should be short-term bottoms with us going back to 70,000 from here. And this just in, breaking news, the Bank of England chief expresses concern over El Salvador's Bitcoin experiment, and Nayib Bukele responded, Bank of England is worried about El Salvador's adoption of Bitcoin? Really? I guess Bank of England's interest in the well-being of our people is genuine, right? I mean, they have always cared about our people, always. Gotta love the Bank of England, and last night he clapped back as well. I am really concerned about the Bank of England printing money out of thin air. Also in today's show, FTX Global CEO Sam Bankman-Fried says Solana has a real shot at becoming the next Bitcoin, quoting the 29-year-old billionaire here, the projects that you see surviving the best are the ones which have huge, really loyal followers, and the ones that have really important use cases. I think the ones that seem more like hype-driven often crash the hardest. Also in today's show, Bitcoin traders should pay very close attention to this price level amid crypto market pullback, according to on-chain analyst William Clemente. Also be sharing the latest Bitcoin price predictions from Celsius Network CEO Alex Mashinsky, who says $140,000 to $160,000 blow off top before the end of quarter 2 2022. And as Tech Dev shares here, $230,000 Bitcoin top remains his base case from mid-December to the end of January. And Michaël Poppe, who says top of the bull around 250 in 2022, with the bottom of the bear around 60,000 in 2023. We'll also be checking out the latest in the crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ether, and many of the alts are currently correcting and in the red. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go next? Find out all this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. The goal is to get to 100,000 subscribers. If you like getting that crypto, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, including weekends, just like this. Today's episode is brought to you by iTrust Capital, the #1 crypto IRA provider in America, which currently has over $3.5 billion in transaction volume. Now, when it comes to trading crypto, tax-free, look no further than iTrust. Not only can you trade the top cryptos, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, you can also trade physical gold and silver. And yes, they have military-grade security wallets backed by Coinbase custody with a $320 million insurance policy. And they have a special promo they're running right now, where if you sign up today using my referral link in the description right down below, you're going to receive $100 as a funding reward in BTC, absolutely free, truly making this a no-brainer. Also like to point out that there are no setup fees as well as no monthly fees. So go ahead and click my referral link in the description right down below, set up your tax-free crypto IRA account today and claim your $100 in free BTC, and let's start stacking those sats tax-free. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. How's it going, crypto fam? Holla at your boy in the live chat. Now, Bitcoin hovered around 54,000 this morning on November 28th as the upcoming weekly close showed signs of hitting 2-month lows. And right here, you're looking at the Bitcoin 1-hour candle chart. Now, data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView followed a quiet 24 hours for Bitcoin after Friday's $6,000 red candle. And although quiet into Sunday, the pair nonetheless dipped below a major zone of support on the weekly timeframes, opening up the potential for its lowest end of the week level since late September. And for trader and crypto analyst Rec Capital, 55,800 should be reclaimed to reverse this, something which could still easily occur. As he shared here on Crypto Twitter, here's Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, now dipping below the green demand area. Bitcoin could still easily weekly close above the green box bottom at 55,800, which would require Bitcoin to confirm a break back into its wedging structure, weekly close around the corner. Now, such price action was still not not enough to deter the bulls, with large volume entities from businesses to nation states buying the dip. And on Sunday, Alex Mashinsky, founder and CEO of crypto lending platform Celsius, confirmed that he had added to both his Bitcoin and Ether allocations. As he shared here on crypto Twitter, I bought almost $10 million worth of Bitcoin and ETH at the current levels to add to my positions. We may see a retest of 53,000 for Bitcoin and 4,000 for ETH, but these should be short-term bottoms with us going back to 70,000 from here. And Richard Hart, the CEO of Hex, responded, I say deeper dip. And Illogic responded, boss, buy some Celsius too. And he responded, I did, added $100,000 to my account. And this person responded, no Omicron fears bringing down the markets. And Alex Mashinsky responded, that is already priced in. The Fed will just print more money. If it does not hold 50,000, I will sell half as stop loss. So there you have it. Now, separate data compiled by on-chain analyst Willy Woo, shout out to Willy, meanwhile reinforced the interest in buying Bitcoin at the current levels, even excluding corporations and exchange-traded funds, better known as ETFs. Large volume buyers are in evidence this week, in contrast to the atmosphere after similar price dips in 2021, as Willy Woo shares here. This one is called Whales, BTFD, entities, data by Glassnode, adjusted for exchange holdings, corporate treasuries, and ETFs, by yours truly. So thus far this weekend has been nothing but corrections and sideways trading action, and as Cointelegraph reported, this inflicted immediate cold feet on both the crypto and traditional market sentiment, with the crypto greed and fear index returning to extreme fear territory. As you can see here, we're currently rated at 27 out of 100 in fear, and yesterday we dropped to as low as a 21 in extreme fear. Meanwhile, major altcoins thus showed no signs of a rebound as the weekend drew to a close. The top 10 cryptos by market cap firmly in the red on the weekly timeframes, and Ether managed to stay above the 4,000 mark on Sunday. Right here, you're looking at the Ethereum 1 hour candle chart. And before I break down next story of the day, Bank of England chief expresses concern over El Salvador's Bitcoin experiment, as well as FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried says Solana has a real shot at becoming the next Bitcoin, as well as Bitcoin traders should pay very close attention to this price level amid crypto market pullbacks, says on-chain analyst William Clemente, as well as I share the latest Bitcoin price predictions from some of my favorite analysts. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ether, and many of the alts are currently correcting in the red, with Bitcoin down 1.3% for the day, trading just above $54,300. We touched a local low last night of around $53,700. We have Ether down 1%, trading just above $4,000. Solana down almost 4% for the day, trading at $190. Polkadot down almost 6%, trading at $33. Cardano down 4%, trading at $1.51, while Avalanche, Luna, and Mana are all pumping and in the green. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day, shall we? Speaking at the Cambridge University Students' Union on Thursday, Bank of England chief Andrew Bailey expressed worry for the citizens of El Salvador following the country's adoption of Bitcoin as legal tender. Bailey said the move to adopt Bitcoin with a dual currency system was concerning, while also adding that volatility would impact most detrimentally. This isn't the first instance the Bailey warning of the dangers of cryptocurrency. Back in May, Bailey said that cryptocurrencies have no intrinsic value and that investors should be prepared to lose all of their money. Now, El Salvador had made history on September 7th as the first country in the world to accept Bitcoin as legal tender. Shout out to Nayib Bukele. However, the move had a greatly dividing opinion, with international legacy agencies such as the IMF and World Bank voicing their disapproval. But President Bukele remains committed to the cause, saying it will bring more jobs, financial inclusion, and foreign investment. And earlier in the week, El Salvador announced the big plans to build Bitcoin City at the base of the Conchaga volcano, located in the southeastern region of the country. Related to this is the issuance of $1 billion in Bitcoin-backed volcano bonds, which could provide development funds to the Central American country. And commenting on the plans, we had another FUD puppet, Graham Stock, senior sovereign analyst at Blue Bat Asset Management, said raising money through Bitcoin could discourage El Salvador from building sustainable spending policies. Stock added that El Salvador's Bitcoin experiment is an untested strategy and that there's every likelihood that the country will continue to need IMF support. Quoting him here, building the economy around crypto mining and attracting crypto businesses is an untested strategy, to put it mildly. And also expressing his skepticism over El Salvador's Bitcoin experiment, Bailey said it was concerning that a country would choose to go this route. He added he worries most for the citizens of El Salvador due to the volatile nature of Bitcoin. Quoting him here, it concerns me that a country would choose it as its national currency. What would worry me most of all is is due to the citizens of El Salvador understand the nature and volatility of the currency they have and not dismissing digital currencies entirely. Bailey said that there's a strong case for them. However, only in the context of a stable currency, referring to CBDCs, just say no. And speaking on the day that Bitcoin became legal tender in El Salvador, Charles Hoskinson, the CEO of Cardano, framed the situation as a blow for the legacy agencies, adding that in many cases, these agencies are adversarial to everyday people. Quoting him here, what this does is it legitimizes the belief that we should be in control of the money in our pocket, and we should be ultimately in control of how that money moves and who receives it. I agree 100%. Now check this out. Bitcoin's biggest nemesis, I asked this poll on crypto Twitter yesterday, IMF/World Bank, China, quantum computing, or the New World Order, and 36.2% of you said the IMF/World Bank. And speaking of the IMF and World Bank, in response to Nayib Bukele's tweet regarding the Bank of England, I responded, the Bank of England is such a bunch of what? Bitcoin will destroy our oppressors and their wicked fiat schemes. Just say no to their BS CBDCs. And as Nayib Bukele shared here, I'm really concerned about the Bank of England printing money out of thin air. That, my friend, is what you should be concerned about, not Bitcoin, you damn FUD puppets. And before I break down next story of the day, FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried says Solana has a real shot at becoming the next Bitcoin, as well as Bitcoin traders should pay very close attention to this price level amid crypto market pullbacks, as on-chain analyst Will Clemente, as well as I break down the latest Bitcoin price predictions for some of my favorite analysts. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting just under $2.5 trillion with about $98 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and the current Bitcoin dominance is 41.9%, with the Ether dominance at 19.8%. And checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have AMP leading the pack, up almost 20% for the day, trading at 7 cents. Basic Attention Token up 13% for the day and almost 60% for the week, trading at $1.70. And Kusama up 6.5%, trading at $353. Now, which altcoins are you currently most bullish on during Q4 of this bull run? Let me know in the comments right down below. And I already shared the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, so now let's break down our next story of the day. The founder of the crypto exchange FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, believes Solana could become the next most dominant digital asset project. He added that Avalanche is another blockchain network that can climb to the top. And in a recent interview with KitGo News, the 29-year-old American billionaire shared his thoughts on the current crypto landscape. Asked if this was the last bull run in the sector, Bankman-Fried asserted there will always be crashes followed by price increases. In the next 2 years, he expects to see substantial institutional adoption of cryptocurrencies, which will benefit the entire ecosystem. FTX's CEO did not rule out the possibility of experiencing a 2018 style bear market. Nonetheless, he thinks that the blockchain protocols with loyal supporters and important use cases would not vanish even in such harsh conditions. Hype-related projects such as meme coins are more likely to plummet. As he shared here, the projects that you see surviving the best are the ones which have huge, really loyal followers and the ones that have really important use cases. I think the ones that seem more like hype-driven often crash the hardest. He ain't telling no lies. Now, Bankman-Fried believes that Solana fits into the description of a meaningful project, outlining its ability to scale millions of transactions per second. And as such, it could become a key part of the financial network and even turn it into the new Bitcoin or Ethereum. Quoting him here, Solana has a real shot at doing so, which I think is really exciting. It is worth noting that Solana is not his only pick. He's also a believer in Avalanche, as he shares here. I think that there are other tokens out there as well that are aiming to scale a bit, and Avalanche is one of them. Let me know if you're bullish on Solana or Avalanche. Drop me a comment right down below. And in October, the Squid Game token became one of the most popular assets in the crypto space. Many people invested in it. The enthusiasm around it was so massive that at one point it surged by 110,000% in just a matter of a few days. However, at the beginning of November, it got rug pulled by its creators and the price tanked by 99.99%. And according to Bankman-Fried, such shady projects will always exist in this space. He said people should never invest more than they are willing to lose. Sage advice. And he pointed out to two major red flags on the Squid saga. The creators of the token were not affiliated with the Netflix series and they were anonymous. Quoting him here, if you don't know who that person is and you have no trust in them, there's always going to be the risk of a rug pull. If they don't have any tokens and can't mint any more tokens, there's a lot less than they could do to potentially to gain value at the expense of the purchasers of that token. And before I break down our final story of the day, Bitcoin traders should pay very close attention to this price level amid crypto market pullbacks, as on-chain analyst Will and Clemente, as well as I break down the latest Bitcoin price predictions from some of my favorite analysts. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 990 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also, some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my daily letter, which goes out to over 30,000 subscribers every single day. To subscribe, visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also have a blog I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to help me get to 100,000 subs. But all right, now let's break down our final story of the day. Popular on-chain analyst Will Clemente, shout out to Will, says he's identified the new support level for Bitcoin after the crypto market's latest Novid-induced price drop. Clemente tells his 430,000 Twitter followers that $53,000 is the price level to keep an eye on, and it wouldn't surprise him to see the largest crypto asset by market cap tested at this support, as he has yet to see any sizable flushes. Quoting him here, COVID variant news isn't ideal, yet to see any sizable amount of liquidations or open interest flush, so a wick lower is very possible. However, short-term hodler cost basis, or what I've been calling the on-chain bull market support band, sits at $53,000, as you can see right here in this chart. Now, Bitcoin's currently trading just above 54,000 at the time of this recording, down 8.6% from its 24-hour high of 59,445. In a new Blockware Solutions Market Intelligence newsletter blog post, Clemente says spent output profit ratio data shows Bitcoin investors are not yet ready to start selling their tokens at a loss, a signal that the support band could hold. Now, the SOPR is an on-chain metric that indicates whether Bitcoin hodlers are selling at a profit or a loss. Clemente also notes that he's seeing a pattern where strong Bitcoin hodlers are absorbing selling pressure from the short-term hodlers. Quoting him here, there is a clear bullish divergence between illiquid supply shock ratio and price right now. Illiquid supply shock compares liquid entities, which sell 50% of the Bitcoin that they take in, and highly liquid entities, which sell 75% of the coins they take in, to illiquid entities, which hold 75% of the coins they take in. This means supply is moving to entities with little history of selling. If this does start to decline, I will become bearish, but for now it's continuing a steady incline. Now, Clemente concludes that he is still bullish on Bitcoin despite the recent correction, but he's ready to change his stance once he sees key on-chain metrics print clear bearish signals. As he shares here, in conclusion, if we are indeed in a bull market, the asymmetry is very skewed to the upside right now. Invalidation would be starting to close below 53,000 for several days, seeing SOPR breaking below and failing to retake one from the underside, as well as starting to see illiquid supply shock rolling over. So there you have it. And now checking out the latest predictions from CEO of Celsius Network, Alex Mashinsky. Someone asked him, do you think Bitcoin will reach 98,000 this year? He responded, $140,000 to $160,000 blow off top before end of Q2 2022. And checking out the latest from one of my favorite crypto analysts, Tech Dev, he updated this chart and said, updated and revised Bitcoin golden roadmap, the 1970s gold fractal, now precisely aligned and anchored to both local high and low, only December/January affected, with model extending to first half of February. September 43 to 58,000, check. October 53 to 67,000, check. November 58 to 90,000, December 70 to 110,000, January 110 to 170,000, and February first half $180 to $280,000 Bitcoin price. And he also shares here, mid-December to end January with a $230,000 top remains my base case. Obviously, the earlier side of that window looks less likely. I couldn't care less if it's right. I've seen compelling work suggesting a top from mid-December to mid-March with targets from $120,000 to $260,000. And he also shares here, models are useful confluence. Tracking multiple is recommended so a new leader can emerge if your front runner is invalidated. My highest priority remains identifying the top through indicators whenever and wherever it comes. As you can see here in this chart, showing the similarities between the 2011, 2013, and 2017 bull runs compared to that of this year in 2021. And checking out the latest prediction from Michaël Poppe, he wrote, top of the bull around $250,000 in 2022, bottom of the bear around $60,000 in 2023. And checking out the latest chart from Plan B he shared this morning, Bitcoin has better risk-adjusted returns than all other assets. That's right, including Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, you name it. And I shared this poll recently on crypto Twitter, December Bitcoin monthly close prediction, and I had 295 votes, and 31.9% of you said between $70,000 and $89,000. Where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode, Vegan Warrior wrote, "I love when greedy people are humbled by BTC. Me too. Cheers to that, fam." And our next featured comment comes from Bruno Raber, who wrote, "JV, we need to stop giving Peter Schiff any credence as he has no credibility. He is simply attempting to remain relevant. Bitcoin to the moon. Keep up the great work. JV, facts fam, couldn't agree more. BTC Q4 moon time. Let's go." Now for our third and final feature comment of the day comes from Nathan Fitzsimmons, who wrote, "The market is right in the middle of trends, but wrong at the extremes. We are going to rocket up in the next 6 weeks. I feel it too, Nathan. Q4, watch out." And to be featured on tomorrow's episode, drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. That's right, Bitcoin is the glitch in the matrix. And if you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, including weekends, just like this, and help me get to 100,000 subs.